Assumptions. What does assumptions have to do with anything? Actually, it's critical. One of the biggest mistakes that marketers make is we will go in and assume that people are on the same page we are. But the reality is they're not, right? And I'm talking about it internally and externally. Specifically now, as I'm talking about it internally, is coming off of budgeting, the whole notion of budgeting. We're going to assume, we'll go into budgeting, that people know what level of effort it takes for us to do something or the activities that we need to engage in. It's extremely important that you get people on the same baseline as you around the definitions and around your core assumptions. I would challenge us as marketers to ask ourselves on a continuous basis, what am I assuming that I think other people in the room know on my team? An example of this, the definition of customer. It's probably one of the most debated terms that's out there. Everybody's got a different definition of customer. If you put 3 people in a room, you're going to have 5 different definitions of the customer. Is it the person that I'm selling direct to? Or is it the end user? Or is it the third step in my channel of distribution? Where is that? Who is the customer? Is it everybody? Is it an internal customer? Is it somebody else in the organization that I'm trying to get on board with what I'm doing? Right? So what's the definition of customer? And it's important to understand that. Another definition that gets tossed around a lot is leads, right? We were talking about sales earlier and important to be in alignment with them. What is a lead? You got to get that in place. SLAs or service level agreements between sales and marketing are critical for your success. Make sure that your sales team and you are in complete alignment on these definitions. Even if you disagree on the definitions, make sure you understand the other party's definition. Another assumption that we make as marketers is we underestimate the amount of time it takes for planning and executing that plan. So many times in the organization we'll be pushed by our peers to get something done faster than what we think is reasonable, and we'll say, okay, we can do it. But once we get into it, we've underestimated the amount of time that it actually took to put that plan into place. And one of the things that I would challenge you on is don't underestimate the value of the plan and having a detailed plan. The more detailed that plan is, the greater the likelihood of your success. Now, like Eisenhower said, the only thing plans are good for in battle is preparation, because once the battle begins, the plans are worthless. Your competition is going to do something different than you thought. Your customers are going to do something different than you thought. That's okay. The reality of it is that plan, though, set the framework up and made sure you were prepared for those scenarios. So take the time to get your plan nailed down. Now, quick caveat. Also realize that not all plans are created equal and all opportunities require the same amount of planning. This is absolutely critical. Don't spend too much time on the plan if it's for something that's not as important. And that's where you've just got to use your judgment. What's important, what's going to require a lot more time for planning versus what's not. Ultimately, though, internal alignment will dictate your external success. Make sure the rest of your organization is on board with your plan and how you're going to execute it.